Hey, what's up everyone? This is Netta with Inner Peace with Netta, and on today's video I'm going to be talking about how not to care about what other people think about you. Okay, so on your spiritual journey you have your own path, okay? And a lot of times when you are on your journey to discover more about yourself and remember and to explore and find what you love, you can internalize other people's stuff, other people's insecurities, things that is being projected out to you, or just other people's opinions about what you're doing and what you are not doing, and you shouldn't care. If someone is giving you constructive criticism, that is totally different. But when people are tearing you down or berating you in any type of way, then that has nothing to do with you. But then you also cannot internalize that, because that does nothing but tear down your self-esteem. So on your path, the divine made you to be who you are and to fulfill your purpose that was specifically made for you, because only you can fulfill that. You have that mission, you have that purpose. So when you're going on this spiritual journey, in this life, it can be lonely at times. Like in the beginning of the journey, you will feel like you're by yourself. Well, you will be by yourself in the beginning, or even in the middle, and you will feel like all of your friends and sometimes some of your family will be, taken away. And that's for a reason, to purge you. Okay, so you're just going through a form of a rebirth, because you need to get rid of those habits and mindsets and just different perceptions that don't work for you, anymore, into the higher consciousness and this next level that you're going into. And I know that it's hard, because I go through it too, and that's exactly why I was making this video, because definitely seeing like put a little more effort and change certain habits and things, and I'm like, okay. But with everything in life, everything is a choice, and it's about your habits. So if you're constantly, habitually internalizing what other people are telling you about you, when you shouldn't be allowing anyone to tell you about you, because then you're going to start to lose yourself, and then you're going to be bogged down with all this criticism and opinions and projections, and you're not going to be able to hear that internal voice, that that inner peace, that divine guidance within you, that's telling you to go a certain direction or to fulfill your dreams. And it's whatever you like to do, whatever you love to do. Now you're going to have to put in the effort and the work and the hours and the sweat to, master your skill. But you're also going to have to master your mind, because of course you have the inner critic, and then you have your higher self, telling you like, hey, think higher. And then you got the inner critic telling you, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, what is these people going to say about you? And then it's like, no, just stop. So when other people are projecting on you and giving you all types of criticism and tearing you down, you're internalizing that, and then your inner critic is always looking for something negative, and it's like, see, I told you, confirmation, and you don't need that. But also, you have to have those healthy boundaries as well with other people. Don't make yourself feel bad for expressing yourself and saying how you feel. Do not allow anyone to manipulate you and guilt and shame you, as well. And just speak up and speak your mind, because you have to own your power and say enough is enough. Enough is enough. You know, we have just so many people in society trying to tell everybody else what to do. Everyone wants to be everyone else but themselves. And you just got to be yourself. And I know that it can be hard because people will ask you certain questions, and I'm gonna give y'all some advice. Like, sometimes just like don't respond, don't react, don't respond, don't. And I'm not telling you to be immature with it. Like, if it's very offensive or somebody's like being disrespectful toward you, don't respond. The best thing you can do is just ignore it. You know, I'm not telling you to, when people are talking to you, to just like ignore people, no. But if someone is being disrespectful and they're really trying to go back and forth, just ignore it. Don't say nothing. Just pretend that they don't exist. Don't even internalize it. Just breathe and don't say nothing. Just ignore that person, and that person I'm laughing because I've done it. I've done it, and I've seen the reaction that people will have. They some people will lose it, and I'm laughing because it's like, you know, some people will want to start things because they don't know any other way, and that's habitual for them. And I had to learn, because I'm very sensitive, and you know, at one point I allowed my ego to build up this wall, and I was using my ego to project all my insecurities back at people when they would try to criticize me and like try to berate me and tear me down. So now I was going back and forth, and then I had to learn, well, you know, you look just as foolish, and you're confirming everything that they are criticizing you for. And you know, of course, I always talk about that internal work that you have to do, like, because in some form, shape or form, that projection out of you, that insecurity is projecting out of you, and it's coming from someone else, because, you know, people are mirrors, and they're trying to teach us something, whether, you know, you may not have that habit, but you may habitually attract the person that has that habit, and you may need to like set up a boundary or just cut that off, period, and stop feeling guilt or shame about something, or feeling like you have to please others. We weren't put on this earth to please others. Yes, we came here to serve and be of service to others, but you're not here to people please. You're here to honor yourself. Honor yourself. You know, honor who you are at your full potential. And it's a process when you have to tear all, you know, these things down inside of you. And it's hard to face some of your fears, but once you face them, you be like, this fear wasn't even what I thought it was. It wasn't even as big. It wasn't as serious as I thought it was, but your ego would tell you something different. So, you know, just always, someone is always going to have something to say. Just remember that. Someone is always going to have something to say. But if you keep doing you, trust and believe me, you're eventually going to lead. You know, you're going to eventually lead people to do them. Or either they're going to follow you, your lead, so that they can get on their trail, on their path to do them. But first, people will criticize you first. I don't know why it's like that. But it's just like, it's like that, you know. And you know what? It's because we criticize ourselves and we judge ourselves so much. So we get it. You know, when we do something risky and we take, risk, and we do things out of our comfort zone, and we're questioning in our head, we're going to get those people that are mimicking everything that our insecurities are mimicking our inner insecurities. So that's technically, from what I'm understanding, why things like that happen. And sometimes somebody's gonna say something to you and you just don't respond. You just be like, did they really just say that? Just smile, laugh. What I've learned is, when you're going through something so-called negative or just bad, to pivot, smile. I don't care if it hurts to smile, or if it takes a lot and you're grimacing, just try to smile, because it shifts. Because when you have all that stress and anger, it messes with your nervous system. Okay, your sympathetic nervous system, and we don't need that. So, and it will mess with your immune system as well. Stress and fear pulls down and weakens your immune system. So we don't need that. So when you're mad or you're angry, just smile or laugh. Just go, ha, 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 ha. You know how kids just laugh, or babies just laugh, and then it becomes contagious? Just go, ha, ha, ha. And I know at first it looks funny and you're like, what? Just start laughing. And laugh and laugh, even if until you got tears in your eyes, to just shift and pivot away from those thoughts, or those people, people who may trigger something within you, or just people who just laugh. Now, I'm not telling you to laugh at them and then it may escalate to something else. Just laugh inside to yourself, just smile and be like, more power to you, more peace to you. Bye. And keep it moving, Be on the side of the minority. Don't be on the side of the majority. Have your own mind. Do things your own way. Be creative, because you are powerful. And at the end of the day, the choice is yours. We cannot say, oh, I didn't do it because these people criticized me. I didn't do it because my mom and dad, or my siblings, or my other people in my family or friends, or just society as a whole. We are still responsible for ourselves. And like I said, it can be hard, because it's like you continuously pulling down stuff, and you facing things, and then you're just like, it's more stuff, and it's more. But take it easy with yourself and do it with compassion and love. But the gist of this video is, don't care about what other people say. And especially, during this time, a lot of people have a lot of things to say about, certain races and things of that nature. That does not matter. Your race, your sex, your sexual orientation, your cultural background, your ethnic background, that does not matter at all. Not even a little bit. Not even your education. The zone where you live in certain communities, or in whatever community you live in. Your favorite color, your favorite food. It does not matter. What matters here is what's in your heart and how you feel towards yourself, so that you can attract better people. Of course, you're going to get people who just is not in alignment, or may not have no type of respect for themselves, and who acts out. That's fine. They acting out because they on that. They on something that's within them. It don't have nothing to do with you. And We live in a time to where people are projecting out of fear. They're projecting their fears onto other people because it has everything to do with their inside. But do not take that on. Don't internalize it, and don't give away your power to that as well. I've done it for many years, as a child, and I didn't know any better. But through my teens and then my early adulthood, I'm still in my early adulthood, but just seeing the timeline and seeing where I had to make certain changes and set boundaries and be like, yo, why you really internalizing all this stuff? This don't even make sense. Most humans don't even know what they're doing. They just trying to follow somebody else's, path until they find their own way. People are only telling you what they know how to do from their own experience. So experience your life through your eyes, through your experience. And of course, learn from other people's experience, because you don't need to experience everything. I'm talking about, if you got to experience your own things, experience it. But if you see somebody doing something that you don't want to experience, please don't do it. And it's not in alignment with your path, or you just know it's not for the highest good of yourself and the highest good of anybody else, please do not do it. Don't do it to yourself. So, learn from your family. Learn from the people who criticize you. Just learn from your past lessons or mistakes, as people will call it. Learn from your failures and stuff. People will try to clown you when, you quote unquote fail. But at least you tried. Just get back up. Because most people don't get back up. And keep trying, and that just means you just need to pivot and do something different, and stay committed to yourself. So don't be listening to what other people say at all. Don't internalize it, because what other people think about you is none of your business. You understand? But also, I'm going to tell you this. Do not put your business out there. Like, you should be very mindful of, be transparent, but do not, do not put your business out there to be talked about. Do not set yourself up for that either, But if you're a person who, is on your journey and you're doing the inner work and, you're dealing with criticism because you may have just changed your life drastically, and if it works for you, that's all that matters. If it's for your highest good and the highest good of your purpose and everything that you're doing, and that's for your purpose and your mission, it don't matter what anybody else is doing. Focus on you. So, focus on you, love you, and give that love back and share it, so that those people that criticize you and say other things, just give them love and, send them energetically and show them that you're better than that, So, I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Peace. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And leave your comments, because I would love to engage with you guys. I love you guys. Peace.